Have you ever really thought about toilet paper? It's so ordinary, yet its absence would throw our lives into chaos. For most of history, people used whatever was available: seashells, moss, leaves, even snow or coconut husks. The quest for cleanliness was a daily challenge, shaped by geography and necessity, not comfort. For millennia, this private moment was an exercise in resourcefulness, with each culture finding its own solution. The idea of a purpose-made product took ages to arrive. First, we needed cheap, mass-produced paper. So let's travel back to a time when the call of nature demanded a bit more creativity. Imagine a world not so long ago, where the conveniences we take for granted simply didn't exist. A world without the readily available, mass-produced paper we use for, well, everything. For our ancestors, resourcefulness was key. Anything and everything within reach could be repurposed and used, necessity truly being the mother of invention. Water, readily available in many parts of the world, was an obvious choice. Smooth stones, worn down by rivers over centuries, offered a more tactile solution. Large, pliable leaves provided a natural and biodegradable option, and in agricultural societies even corn cobs found a purpose. In Asia and the Middle East, where water was often scarce but highly valued, water in the left hand became the norm, a practice deeply ingrained in cultural traditions. This tradition is still seen by many as a more hygienic and efficient method, emphasizing cleanliness and purity. The Greeks, known for their ingenuity and philosophical pursuits, used smooth stones, sometimes even inscribing them with the names of their enemies, transforming a mundane act into a personal and even political statement. In the rugged American West, where survival depended on understanding the land, soft mullein leaves, known for their absorbent and gentle texture, were particularly prized. Meanwhile, in the more settled colonial outhouses, readily available corn cobs became a common and practical staple. People were discerning, carefully evaluating the properties of different materials, passing down generations of accumulated knowledge about which natural resources worked best for this intimate task, and perhaps more importantly, which ones to avoid at all costs, like the irritating and potentially dangerous poison ivy. Every culture's unique solution reflected not only the resources readily available in its environment but also the community's collective ingenuity and resourcefulness. Before the advent of the standardized roll of toilet paper that we know today, there existed a fascinating array of countless answers, each shaped by local conditions, to the same fundamental question of personal hygiene. The need for hygiene and cleanliness was and remains a universal human experience, but the methods employed to achieve it were and continue to be as wonderfully diverse and varied as humanity itself. In ancient Rome, public latrines featured the tersorium, a communal sponge on a stick, rinsed in vinegar between uses. Greeks preferred smooth stones or pottery shards, sometimes using ostraca inscribed with rivals' names. But the real innovation came from China, where paper was invented. By the 6th century, Chinese scholars were using paper for hygiene, and by the 1300s, the imperial court consumed hundreds of thousands of perfumed sheets annually. In Europe, paper was too precious for such use until cheap wood pulp paper arrived in the 1800s. The history of toilet paper is also a story of technology and shifting values. What was once a luxury became eventually a necessity. In the landscape of early America, resourcefulness was key, and corn cobs emerged as a surprisingly versatile tool. They were absorbent, offering a practical solution for personal hygiene. They were also mildly abrasive, providing a gentle scrubbing action, and best of all, they were readily available and free, a true testament to making the most of what nature provided. As the 19th century progressed, the rise of mass media brought a new solution to this age-old problem, offering an alternative to the humble corn cob. Newspapers and mail-order catalogs, especially the Sears catalog, with its comprehensive selection of goods, became a ubiquitous presence in American homes. And these catalogs found an unexpected second life, becoming standard in outhouses across the nation. These catalogs were relatively soft, offering a more comfortable experience than corn cobs. They were also absorbent, capable of handling the task at hand, and conveniently hung on a nail or hook within easy reach. The shift from cobs to catalogs marked a significant transition, a move from reliance on agriculture to engagement with the burgeoning world of commerce. It was a way of connecting rural homes, often isolated and remote, to the wider world of goods, services, and ideas. People developed preferences, with certain sections or specific catalogs becoming household favorites. However, one feature was universally disliked: glossy pages. The shiny coated paper was deemed unsuitable for the task. As printing technology advanced and catalogs increasingly switched to glossy paper to enhance their visual appeal, complaints poured in from disgruntled customers. Americans had grown accustomed to the comfort and practicality of the older, non-glossy paper. This widespread dissatisfaction with glossy catalogs inadvertently paved the way for a product specifically designed for the purpose, a product that would soon revolutionize personal hygiene. The market was ripe, the need was clear, and the stage was set for the arrival of commercially produced toilet paper. In the annals of everyday inventions, some stand out not for their complexity, but for their profound impact on daily life. Joseph Gaiety, an American businessman, stepped into this arena in 1857 with an idea that was, quite literally, long overdue. He introduced the first commercially available toilet paper. These weren't just any sheets of paper, they were medicated, infused with soothing aloe, and bore his name proudly on every single one, a testament to his confidence in the product. But despite Gaiety's innovation and marketing efforts, Americans weren't quite ready for this newfangled convenience. Outhouses and the readily available free catalogs from companies still ruled the day. Furthermore, Victorian modesty made the act of purchasing such a personal product a potentially embarrassing endeavor for many. The concept was ahead of its time. The real breakthrough came later, with the Scott brothers. Recognizing an opportunity, they began marketing perforated rolls of toilet paper to hotels and drugstores. This strategic move slowly began normalizing the idea of purchasing toilet paper, gently nudging society towards acceptance. However, early rolls weren't without their drawbacks. One common problem was the presence of splinters from the wood pulp used in manufacturing. This discomfort was addressed in 1935 when Northern Tissue introduced splinter-free paper, marking a significant leap forward in user comfort and overall product appeal. As indoor plumbing became more widespread in homes and social taboos surrounding personal hygiene gradually faded away, the stage was set for toilet paper to truly take off. Toilet paper transitioned from a luxury or an embarrassment to a standard household staple, finding its place in nearly every home. The roll had triumphed, bringing a new level of comfort, convenience, and hygiene to millions of lives across the nation and beyond. What began as a somewhat awkward novelty, met with hesitation and societal reservation, ultimately transformed into an indispensable everyday essential, seamlessly integrated into our daily routines. The age of improvisation with newspapers and catalogs was finally over, replaced by a product specifically designed for the purpose. Once toilet paper became mainstream, companies competed fiercely. Softness became the selling point. Charmin launched in 1928, branding itself with softness and a feminine touch. Two-ply paper, introduced in 1942, set a new standard for comfort and absorbency. Marketing grew creative. Mr. Whipple, kittens, and cartoon bears all helped make toilet paper less embarrassing to buy. Today, supermarket aisles offer endless choices: ultra plush, scented, bamboo, and more. Even the over or under debate is a cultural touchstone. What started as a splintery necessity is now a multi-billion-dollar industry. The humble roll has come a long way from sponges and corn cobs. It's the ultimate symbol of comfort in the modern home. Toilet paper's impact goes beyond comfort. It revolutionized public health and sanitation. Clean, disposable paper reduced disease and made indoor plumbing possible, preventing clogs and infections. The synergy between toilet paper and modern sewers was crucial for urban life. Its absence, as seen during the COVID-19 panic buying, reveals how deeply it's tied to our sense of security. The story of toilet paper is about innovation and health and what it means to be civilized. From seashells to mega rolls, it's a testament to human ingenuity. Next time you reach for a square, remember the long, creative journey that brought it to your bathroom.